They wanted peace, not the truth. Everyone kept telling me, just forgive him. So I stayed quiet until his ex said one sentence she should never have known. They called it a family dinner, but the moment I walked in, I knew it wasn't about food. The table was set carefully, matching plates, soft yellow lights, everyone already seated like they were waiting for a meeting to begin. My husband stood up to pull out my chair, smiling a little too quickly, like he wanted to show everyone we were fine. His mother started first. "We're all here because we love you," she said gently, "and because families forgive." I sat down slowly, smoothing my dress, keeping my face calm. Calm always confused them. "You've made your point," his sister added. "Dragging this any longer only hurts everyone." My husband nodded beside me. I said I was sorry. "I don't know what else you want from me." I looked at my plate, not at him. Silence made people uncomfortable, and I needed them uncomfortable. "It was a mistake," his mother continued, "and mistakes don't deserve punishment forever." I finally spoke, softly. "Forgiveness usually comes after honesty." The room paused for half a second. Then his mother smiled again, brushing it off. "You're overthinking. She's his past." She. I didn't ask who, I already knew. Before anyone could fill the space, the doorbell rang. My husband's hand touched my knee under the table. Not loving, warming. His mother stood up. "I'll get it." The door opened and the air shifted. She walked in like she belonged there. No one reacted to what she said about the charger. That was the strangest part. His mother cleared her throat and reached for the serving spoon. "Anyway," she said too quickly, "let's eat while it's still warm." Warm. Like this was normal. My husband laughed softly, the kind of laugh meant to smooth things over. "She just remembers old stuff," he said, not looking at me. "You know how habits stick." Old stuff. I lifted my eyes slowly. I didn't know she still remembered details from our house. His fork paused midair, just for a second. "You're reading into it," he replied. "She stopped by once. You weren't home." Once. His sister jumped in immediately. "Yeah, don't turn this into something. She probably just saw it lying around." Saw it 3 days ago when I hadn't left the house. The ex smiled, palms up like she was harmless. "I really didn't mean anything by it. I hate tension." I looked at her, steady. "Then why are you here?" The table went quiet again. My husband answered fast. "Because my mom invited her. This isn't an interrogation." Interrogation, another word meant to make me sound unstable. His mother nodded. "Exactly. We're trying to heal. You keep reopening wounds." I nodded once. "Healing usually means boundaries." The ex laughed lightly. "Boundaries?" she echoed. "I'm not a threat." And then she slipped. "You still use the same passcode anyway, so it's not like anything's changed." The silence stretched so long it started to feel deliberate. My husband broke it by sitting back down, forcing a smile like this was a misunderstanding that would pass if we ignored it. "You're making this bigger than it is," he said. "She didn't mean anything by it." I stayed standing. "Then let her explain it," I replied calmly. The ex shifted in her chair, eyes darting toward my husband before she spoke. "I just remembered," she said. "From before." "Before when?" I asked. She hesitated, then said, "Before you two got married." My husband nodded quickly. "Exactly, old memories." I tilted my head. "We changed the passcode after we moved." He froze. His sister leaned forward. "Why does this even matter?" "Because people don't remember updated passcodes by accident," I said. The ex laughed softly, too quickly. "You're acting like I hacked something." "No, I'm acting like someone told you." The room shifted. My husband rubbed his forehead. "Okay, fine. She stopped by last week to pick up some mail. That's all." Last week. That was new. "You said once," I said. "Now it's last week?" It's the same thing, he snapped. I met his eyes. Only when you're lying. His mother stood abruptly. Stop accusing him in his own home. I looked at her. It's my home too. The ex spoke again, quieter now. I didn't go inside, she said. I waited in the car. My husband turned sharply. Why would you say that? Because she hadn't been told which version to stick to. I exhaled slowly. No one moved. It wasn't the kind of silence that comes from shock. It was the kind that comes when everyone realizes the story has gone too far to fix. My husband finally spoke, slower now. She's confused, he said. You're pressuring her. I turned to him calmly. Then let's clear it up. The ex stared at the table, fingers twisting together. She didn't look confused, she looked trapped. I said you used the hallway near the kitchen, I continued gently, but that hallway doesn't lead to a bathroom anymore. She swallowed. Maybe it was the other one. The one near our bedroom? I asked. My husband stepped forward. Stop. I didn't raise my voice. That bathroom has a round mirror with a soft light, I said. The one I installed last month. Her head snapped up. Yes, she said automatically. That one. The word hung in the air like proof, because no one had told her about the mirror. His sister inhaled sharply. His mother's face went tight and pale. I nodded slowly. That mirror is in my bathroom, I said. Not a guest space, not a hallway. My bedroom. My husband's jaw clenched. You're twisting her words. I looked at him. Then explain how she knows what my bathroom looks like. He didn't answer. The ex's voice cracked. He said it was fine, she whispered. He said you wouldn't be home. That was the moment everything broke. The key sat between us like it had weight. No one touched it. My husband stared at it for a long second, then pushed his chair back slightly, as if distance could undo what it represented. You're twisting everything, he said. That key doesn't mean what you think it means. I nodded once. Then tell me what it means. He opened his mouth, closed it, tried again. I gave it to her months ago, before you. I forgot she still had it. The ex flinched. That's not true. Every head turned. My husband shot her a warning look. Stop talking. She didn't. You gave it to me last week, she said quietly. You said you didn't want to argue with her if you needed something dropped off. Dropped off? I leaned back slightly, folding my hands. What did you need dropped off? He snapped. Nothing. I didn't argue. I reached for my phone and unlocked it. I noticed something missing the same day the charger disappeared, I said calmly. At first, I thought I misplaced it. His sister frowned. Missing what? My jewelry pouch, the one I keep in the top drawer. The ex's breathing changed. My husband laughed sharply. Now you're accusing her of stealing. No, I said. I'm accusing you of lying. I tapped my screen and slid the phone across the table. A transaction confirmation stared back at them. Luxury resale platform. Pending payout. His mother leaned. No one spoke after that. Not because they were shocked, but because there was nothing left to defend. My husband stood there, hands on the table, breathing heavier now. The confidence he'd walked in with had drained out of him piece by piece. His mother looked between us, waiting for someone else to fix it. Enough, she finally said. This has gone too far. I nodded slowly. Then answer one question. She crossed her arms. What question? I didn't look at her. I looked straight at my husband. If she's just someone you were helping, I asked calmly, why did she have my key, my passcode, and permission to sell my things? The room went still. He swallowed. I didn't think it would matter. That sentence landed harder than any shouting could have. Didn't matter, I repeated softly. My privacy didn't matter. My home didn't matter. I didn't matter. His sister tried to soften it.
He was under pressure. You know how emotional she can be. I turned to her. Then why was the pressure handled using my life? The ex wiped her eyes. I didn't ask for this, she said quietly. He said it was temporary. Temporary. I looked back at my husband. Temporary for who? He opened his mouth, closed it.
I didn't leave right away. I walked into the hallway first, slowly, like I wasn't running from anything. Behind me, chairs scraped. Voices followed in half-finished sentences. Let's not do this now. Everyone's emotional. Just sit back down. I didn't turn around. I reached for my coat, slid my arm into the sleeve, and felt something hard in the pocket. My chest tightened. I pulled it out. My spare key, the same one I had placed on the table. I looked at it for a second, then back at my husband. You took it, I said quietly. He froze. I was just trying to put it back, I finished, after she already admitted you gave it away. His mother stepped between us. Give it here, she said sharply. This doesn't need to escalate. I held the key in my palm. It already did. My husband reached out, lowering his voice. You're making a mistake. You don't understand what you're doing. I finally looked at him, really looked. I understand exactly what I'm doing. I'm taking my life back. His sister scoffed nervously. You're being dramatic. I smiled faintly. Then this shouldn't scare you. I pulled out my phone and tapped once. I didn't slam the door. I closed it the way you close something you don't plan to reopen. Outside, the air felt lighter, cooler, like my lungs finally had room. I stood there for a second, keys in hand, listening. No footsteps, no shouting, just the quiet they'd tried so hard to avoid inside. My phone buzzed. A message from his mother. We can still fix this. Fix. The word people use when they want the truth rearranged. I typed one sentence and erased it twice before sending it. I'm done being fixed into silence. Then I blocked the thread. At home, I laid everything out on the table. Passport, spare keys, documents, screenshots. Not to relive it, to end it. I scheduled the lock change. I separated the accounts. I emailed my lawyer the final confirmations. Each click felt small. Together, they felt permanent. My husband called once. I let it ring. Then again. Then a message. You didn't have to do this. I read it without responding. Because the truth was, I did. They asked me to forgive without answers, to forget without proof, to stay quiet so everyone else could stay comfortable.